Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, tonight, we're talking about the campaign trail and those handful of Republican senators that are considering voting to impeach and convict Trump. Now, we're just going to talk about it from a political aspect. We're not going to talk about people honoring their oaths, the legality or the morality behind it, just the politics. Because I got a feeling those people might have a better understanding of what happened in 2016. They may be the smartest people in the impeachment vote room. See, the president's coattails, they aren't as long as they once were. We saw that as he endorsed candidates and they lost. Can't energize the base. Got a feeling that politics is a lot like that one scene from that gangster movie. Only as good as your last envelope. Doesn't appear that Trump's envelopes are very full lately. So what happens? A Republican senator votes to convict. Maybe, worst case scenario, they get primaried by some far-right loon who's a Trump loyalist. They're the incumbent senator. Big deal. It's going to be easy to defeat somebody in a primary whose whole purpose in running is that you honored your oath. That should be a pretty easy victory. Now, on the other hand, there's a lot of voters out there that are single issue voters this time. And that goal of that single issue could be summed up with Trump out. If they don't vote to impeach, Trump's on the ballot. Those voters show up to vote against Trump. They'll vote against all the Republicans, including them. However, if they vote to impeach, well, those voters will stay home. Trump's gone. That energizing element, it's gone. Which means the Republicans stand a better chance of re-election because, well, no matter what, the Republicans are going to vote for another Republican when it comes down to it. I think that they understand what happened in 2016. See, a lot of Democrats stayed home in 2016. They didn't go vote because they saw what the DNC did to Bernie, and they're like, I'm done. So they didn't care. And then on the other side, you had a whole bunch of people that showed up to vote against Hillary Clinton, not necessarily for Donald Trump. Increased the Republican turnout because people really didn't want her. Fair enough. See, that same thing might play out in 2020. Smart Republican senators may realize that their best chance for victory and to stay in office is to get Trump off the ballot. Remove that single issue that has so many people motivated. And if you do that, you keep a lot of Democrats, a lot of independents, a lot of never-Trumpers at home so they don't vote. If they don't vote against Trump, they're not going to vote against the Republican senators. They're not going to be there. It also helps eliminate the idea of vote blue no matter who. Because those people who do show up to vote against Trump, they're going to vote against every single Republican. Because they're going to see them as enablers, as they are. So setting aside legality and morality, just looking at it from the political side of things, removing Trump is actually the safest play for Republicans. Because long term, the worst possible thing in the world for the Republican Party is a Trump second term. Because then President Trump, in his second term, is going to have to deal with the giant messes that President Trump created in his first term. And I think all Republicans know that he is not equal to the task. He's made a lot of errors, foreign policy decisions, economic decisions, that the effects of which haven't been felt yet. And they're going to be felt in that next term. And if Trump's in office, he's just going to make them worse. And it will haunt the Republican Party for decades. It's funny. All of these people screaming about party loyalty. And at the end of the day, if you want to save the party, you got to get rid of Trump. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good night.